You know, it's different because, you know, she's Rihanna. But people are like low-key confused in terms of like, Rihanna, what are you doing? What is going on here? Why is this tattoo on your body? Because it is a drawing that her kids made, and she wants to tattoo that sketch and drawing or whatever they did on her body. And me personally, it's her choice, her body, but people are saying, you know, can we finally admit that Rihanna being edgy and quirky is not always cool and sometimes comes across as lame?
Rihanna went and got a new tattoo, and it's kind of scribble of something her kids had drew. So they kind of drew like, you know, just lines going to circle, things that kids do. And she went and got a tattoo on the side of her leg. Now, to me personally, I think people don't understand tattoos don't always mean like some type of art that, you know, everybody understands. Sometimes people get tattoos of meaningful things, which means they get things that mean something to them. A lot of people in the comments are like, oh, she's stupid. Oh, that's dumb. Oh, why would you do that? Because it's something that her kids did. And it's probably something that is personal to her. I don't think a lot of people understand it. I think people think as soon as you get a tattoo, it need to be a name, it need to be a butterfly, it need to be something that you understand what it is, and everybody don't move like that. Some people only tattoo things on them that have a meaning to them. And it's her children. They wrote that. It's probably their first little time writing and putting something together, all of them, and she wanted to get it on her because it symbolizes her being a mother and her having children that she brought into this earth. Eventually, they'll never be doing that again because they'll be old enough to actually put things into words in writing. Y'all be throwing me for a loop. I see nothing wrong with it.
Rihanna just got a tattoo of a drawing her kids did. Is this Mom of the Year? Or this just a little bit dumb?
You get nervous?
And make sure my ass look good in bang shots.
Your ass is not in the shot. No ass.
So she got...
I feel like, in my opinion, until you become a parent, these are things that you don't really understand. You know, like, whatever your kid does, you feel like it's an art piece. You know, whatever your kid says at, like, 1 year old or, you know, 1 month old just feels like the best thing you ever heard. So I don't blame Rihanna. You know, this is a phase in her life where, you know, her kids matter more than herself. So if her kids do some little weird drawing at 1 month old or 2 months old, it's the best thing. So I'm going to let Rihanna have that. You know, some of y'all are saying, oh, it's dumb, it's dumb, it's dumb. The meaning is more important. It looks a mess, yes. It looks a hot-ass mess. Looks a Chop City, ugly fuckery mess, yes. But it's Rihanna and her baby, so let her do her. You know, like, you get one life. You know, Rihanna has done so much. I'm pretty sure that tattoo ain't stopping no bag or no check. Them Bey0nce checks still coming in. Hey, Cardi, you must be bored, girl. You must be bored. I mean, dang, you can't get no new man. You can't get no other D, girl. What's going on, sis? I mean, what really be going on? Like, this, I think Cardi B has a hard time finding men. Because why are you still with Stefon Diggs? Y'all, the tea is just insane. Stefon Diggs and Cardi B were seen at the Diggs Deep Foundation Mother's Day event. Girl, go home. Girl, go home. Please go home, baby. What are you doing there? Why are you sitting up there looking like this, kissing on this man in public, despite what's going on? You don't hear all these women coming out, popping up pregnant? You know, he all up on the chef and all up on your braider. What is going on here? This is just embarrassing. You must have really low self-esteem to be still dealing with Stefon Diggs publicly. It's one thing, you know, you still sneaking with him on the back end. Okay, cool, you know. But I don't understand why she has not left Stefon yet. But I feel like with Cardi B give a man like 40 chances. You know, and on that 39th chance, that's when she finally realized, you know what, maybe I should leave. Okay, but she's continuously getting embarrassed. You know, this reminds me of Offset Part 2. Actually, this is Offset times 30, because this is way worse. This is 30 times worse than Offset. Okay, girl, for all the stuff you're going through, you might as well just stay with Offset. I don't understand. You might as well just stay with him because you left your marriage just to become a baby mama and have a kid by a man who has 3 other kids at the same time as you. That's not a flex, baby. You should have just stayed with Offset. If this is what you was going to deal with, at least Offset don't have no DL rumors. Okay, no shade. At least, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't nothing wrong being gay. But that DL stuff, baby, you're gonna have to get up out that closet. You're gonna have to come up out them closet, okay? Move them shoes, move that hoodie, move that t-shirt, and come up out that closet, boo. All right? But I really don't understand what she be seeing in Stefon. Stefon, as I keep looking at him, he's not cute. He looks like he's always somewhere scared. Like, he has that very scared look. And he also looks very guilty. You know how some people just have this naturally guilty looking face? Like, he just looks very guilty. Like, he has this very, like, guilt. Like, oh my God, like he got caught. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to explain. If you know, you know. But some people's faces really exude their core very badly. And it's kind of crazy. But Stefon Diggs has this very guilty look. This very, like, I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. It's kind of crazy how Cardi B is at a Mother's Day event for Stefon Diggs, despite him treating her like an option. And he is one of the mothers of his child. So hopefully you be with Cardi B on Mother's Day. You know, hopefully you stay with Cardi B for Mother's Day. Well, that's not good, though, because you got other kids to take care of, too. So it's like, you have other mothers. So it's like, you can only do... It's just all bad. Like, having multiple kids, I don't care what nobody got to say. It's not a flex. In terms of, like, multiple BMs, BDs, having multiple kids in a year by different people, that's not a flex. That looks dirty. I don't care who you are, famous, rich, or broke. I don't care. It is not a good look at all. I'm sorry. Like, that looks disgusting. And you may say, well, you don't know people's circumstances. You don't have to have kids, baby. You can, wrap up or something. But just aimlessly birthing kids like that, it looks gutter. It does. I don't care what anybody got to say. It must be so terrible being Lotto right now, y'all. It is like, ooh, it is a hot mess. Lotto, as you all know, she made her announcement for her album coming out, her retirement album coming out. People are saying, you don't even have to drop it, just go. Damn. Oh my goodness gracious, that is like worse than anything. And this is not no little small tweet. This tweet got over 71,000 likes. That means majority of people agree with this. This is insane. Mind y'all, that means that has more likes than Lotto's original retirement album announcement. So that shows you that more people don't care about Lotto like that. People don't care about her. Lotto is low-key a trend that went too far. Okay, and I think a lot of girls are like that. Sweetie, Cardi, Lotto. They're trends that went too far. And when I see Lotto post about this stuff, I feel bad. I don't feel bad at all. The reason why I don't feel bad is because these girls get so hype off of one hit they get in their careers. Like, after Big Energy, she felt the need to come after Nicki Minaj. She thought that she was going to attack Nicki. She thought she had that power to, get at Nicki. No, sis. How you going to retire before your idol? How does that work? How do you retire before your idol? That doesn't make any sense, boo. Okay? And that only is a flex if you have surpassed Nicki. And trust me, you have not surpassed Nicki Minaj. That's not, like, at all in your face. But Lotto never really evolved as an artist. Lotto never really, created a fan base. And Lotto never really carved out a lane for herself. And y'all don't understand that, but, let's look back at everything she's done. What moment of her career was the turning point? There's no turning point. There's just been bubbling moments, but there's no, oh, okay, yeah, Lotto really doing it big. No. And no shade, but she been giving lazy anyway. Lazy raps, lazy music videos, redundant topics, bragging about her man all day, every day. I mean, she been giving bored. She been bored.
My thing is, Lotto, if you retiring, this how you gonna go out? You're not even promoting the album. You're not even promoting the album. You're not even trying. That's disappointing. You disappointed me. I expected so much more. I thought you was gonna grind it out. I don't know if it's you or them, but you're not promoting. I mean, if you thought the stomach was gonna be the promotion point, it's not. It's really not. You had all this heat coming. Everybody was waiting for you to come back, and then here we go with this same old. Not promoting the album. Now we going into retirement. I mean, if you want to, hey, who am I? Please retire. That's what your heart set on. Do that. But at least go out swinging.
You can't go out swinging if you have no talent. Point blank, period. No swing, no talent. Okay, moving on to 2 Chainz. I want to give some black excellence a shout out. 2 Chainz has celebrated that his daughter, Heaven, is graduating high school with a 4.0 GPA and being accepted into Howard University. He says, out of all the things I've accomplished in my lifetime, this is at the top. But wait, isn't that your daughter's accomplishment? Anyway, big congrats to 2 Chainz and his family. And big congrats to all the graduates out there this graduate season. Keep on getting that degree. Keep on getting that education because they want us to be dumb. They want us to be slow, okay? But when we slap them hoes with our bachelors, our masters, our doctorates, we gonna make them hoes feel it. Get up! I put that on my mama, on my hood. I like fly. Moving on to Victoria Monet. She is on here complaining. She says that, oh my gosh, guys, there's a dark side to winning a Grammy. Oh my God. Oh my God. I won a Grammy and my life is just so awful afterwards. I won a Grammy and now I just can't go to sleep at night. Oh my God. But when you didn't have one, you was up there crying about how you didn't win. Y'all, people are never happy, and I'm starting to realize it don't be anything in the world. It be people's own existence. But anyway, she says that last year, I had a really tough transition with my team, management, and my agent. She said, then I also felt unprepared for the next chapter. I felt a lot of pressure musically because I didn't feel like I had the right body of work to give to people, but they wanted it now. The label was like, there's a lull in time, and you're losing momentum. You're getting older. All these really negative thoughts that don't belong to me were coming, and I just felt really down. And after the Grammy win, when the way people celebrate you as an underdog, and then the moment you win, switch is really alarming. It's like, oh, so you don't want me to be here. You don't want me to be successful because it's only great until you actually get it to some people. Sis, just make the music. Just make the music. I don't understand why. So I understand the business of stuff can be so loud that you can't make the music, but just get away. Take a trip away for a week or 2 and make some art. I mean, damn. Because when your career is over, nobody cares about the excuses you had for why you didn't get this album out or why you didn't have this hit. Nobody cares. I love Victoria Monet, but it's like, sis, nobody wants to hear a bunch of sob stories, okay? You got the Grammy, you won, okay. The reason why people are so successful and so big is because they don't keep consuming a bunch of everything. And I get it. Some people are just naturally sensitive. Some people naturally just are very high alert to everything happening around them, and their energy is very, sensitive. I understand that. But I think when you're in the music business, you have to have very thick skin. You have to have very thick skin. All this they were happy I didn't get the Grammy until I got it, then I wasn't the underdog anymore, and people, girl, you giving too much into the award. You're giving too much into the award. You have made the award mean more than it needs to mean. Sis, Calm down. Somebody gonna say she let Tina Knowles play in her hair and it's been downhill ever since. Ooh. Oh my gosh, Glorilla, you messy. I love a messy girl. I'm not gonna lie to you. I love a messy queen. You know, listen, y'all. As you all know, Glorilla, Megan fell out. But Megan has also fell out with all her past men that she dates, like Tory Lanez, the baby, Tory Craig, Klay Thompson. You know, she falls out with all her men, right? Cool. And as you all know, the baby, while he was smashing Megan, he was smashing her. Eventually, they fell out. Okay? But guess what, y'all? Glorilla has hopped on the remix with the baby for his new song, Pop That Thing. Oh, you wanna talk about whores? Oh, you wanna talk about whores? It's whore time. Glow, you ate that up, okay? If you were trying to get under her skin, you definitely did, girl. I know you did. Can you imagine going on your phone, seeing your ex-friend that you had for like, a few months, pop out with your like ex-dude, okay? That you used to smash on a remix and they have a video together. Ooh, I know Megan is somewhere sick. And her man just cheated on her recently. Child. I kind of be feeling bad for Megan sometimes until I realize what she does as well. You have to realize Megan is not innocent. There are things that she has done that are not okay. Like taking Kelsey's man and stuff, and just, it's a lot of stuff that she's done, okay? But do y'all feel like Glorilla is wrong for this? Is this a weak move on Glorilla's end? Is this not a girls move for Glorilla? But was it a girls move for Megan to be talking to Kelsey's man? Tory? No, it wasn't, so I don't care. Glorilla, keep being messy, girl. As a matter of fact, come out with a song with Tory Lanez next week. And then do a song with Klay Thompson. Yeah. Moving on to Nicki Minaj and Trevor Noah. Trevor Noah is attending a Maga event, but had all that mouth for Nicki Minaj. As you all know, at the Grammys, he tried to embarrass Nicki by saying, oh, Nicki Minaj is on this Trump stuff. But as you can see here closely, he is listed as a event attendee for the Trump situation here. And me personally, I think it just kind of shows you that these people be trying to embarrass Nicki, not because of what she believes in or what she does, but just because of their personal hate and vendetta for her, And unfortunately, it's sad to see because these people have no reason to hate her at all. But it's cool because they're going to get their karma. They're going to get that karma. All right? No shade. I'm just being real. Moving on to rapper Super Peach. She says that y'all be so fake. Now everybody miss Nicki. She chilling and falling back, letting y'all female rappers shine. Do y'all thing, okay? And no shade, but why aren't the girls doing their thing? Like, that's my question. Y'all say that, the rap girls are not really thriving right now because it's just bad. And, Nicki Minaj needs to go because she takes up too much space and she's not giving girls a chance. She's been gone for, like, a lot of days now. Why aren't the girls winning? Why haven't the girls got hits? Okay, but y'all claim it's Nicki? I do think y'all be so fake. I do, okay? Also, I feel like people don't really like the idea of Nicki being around because it just makes them have to sit with the idea that they're not better than her. Like, let's be real. If your person you envious of is around, you're constantly having to be reminded that, damn, I will never be her. I will never be like Nicki Minaj. I will never have what she has. And that is a terrible thought to have as a rapper. If you're a girl rapper, if you're Cardi B, if you're Megan, anybody in that space, that is the most depressing thought. Ow, 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 ow. Moving on, I want to give a big congratulations to Nicki and Justin Bieber right now, y'all. They have just... oh my gosh, like, it's just take it out, Justin. Oh, I'm sorry. But they have now spent 24 days at #1. And the song has went from 6 million yesterday to 7 million. So it's going back up in streams. Somebody said this is genuinely crazy. Like, no female artist is doing this at all. Point blank, period. Not even no female rapper, no female singers. Nobody's doing this. They have been #1 for 24 days. That is a big accomplishment. Shout out to Justin and Nicki Minaj for this record, y'all. This has to go down in history as the longest running, right? It has to be. I think tomorrow may actually have the record for, like, longest running whatever record she has. We're going to see what's tea. I don't know the full stat for the longest yet, but tomorrow I will have updates in regards to if this record broke something major for Spotify, because this could be a record-breaking, like, historical moment, like, could go down in Guinness World Records, Social media is dragging Beyonce right now. So as you all know, the whole drama is going on with the Rihanna and Tyler stuff. That was the whole thing. And they said that, wow, Beyonce is really the only one that's not a mean girl. I love that for her. That's when people are saying, oh, please, Beyonce signed Chloe and Halle just to stunt their musical careers, okay? She ain't let them open not a damn show, nor has she ever collaborated with them. She's saving all that for Blue, and that was her damn plan. Now, me personally, in my opinion, they did open for a show, the On the Run tour. That's what Chloe and Halle did open up for back in the day. So let's start there. They were on tour with Beyonce for a little bit, but, like, they barely had any, like, coverage for it. Like, it was, like, I don't know. Also, I feel like it's kind of sad how Beyonce can go run to Megan Thee Stallion for a collaboration, but when it comes to her own girl she signed, she's not going to do a song with Chloe and Halle. That's strange to me. That's just strange, okay? And, she going to run around and act like she discovered these girls. You discovered them, but you're keeping them in the basement. So what's really going on here? What's really tea? I don't know. Maybe Beyonce didn't mean to do this. Maybe Beyonce does do a lot more for them behind the scenes that we don't see, but from what I've been seeing recently, baby, Chloe and Halle are definitely underserved girls and on the Columbia/Parkwood label, and it's kind of sad. Okay, but you know, Blue Ivy gonna take that spot for sure. Blue Ivy gonna take that spot. I think that Beyonce was using Chloe and Halle as a test run on what not to do. Moving on to Carisha, she puts out a tweet that says, "I love myself so effing bad." Aww, yeah. Somebody gotta love you. At least it's yourself. Moving on to Trim. So it seems like she has reposted a post on X shading Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, Ice Spice, Lotto, and Glorilla. So basically they was posting about how Ice Spice's songs is flopping, Glorilla songs is flopping, like, you know, all their songs are not doing more streams than Trim's new song, Coconut Water, which got 138,000 streams. Y'all bragging about 138,000. Yeah, the bar is literally so low right now. Like, why are y'all gagging over 100K streams? That is just quite embarrassing. I mean, that is quite a mess, okay? I don't understand why we up here clapping for that. I'm not gonna clap because you got, what, 100,000 streams, girl? If you don't get on my face, okay, then she gonna repost this. Girl, no, this is not okay. All right, girl, you just got here and you already thinking you bigger than the program? Nah, sis, nah. Moving on to Drizzy Drake. Drake is currently seeing a steady rise in monthly listeners on Spotify, setting new all-time highs multiple times over the past week. He has just reached a new peak of 89 million listeners and earned the biggest Spotify streaming day of 2026 for a rapper yesterday with 60.1 million streams. Drake has yet to release a song this year. Whoa, that Drake reign ain't going nowhere, okay? Congrats to Drake. Iceman, where is it at?